Turning now to the historic impeachment trial of former President Donald Trump. Today, the Senate voted to acquit him of all charges stemming from last month's riot at the Capitol. In a vote of 57 to 43, the Senate did not have the two-thirds vote needed to convict. Following days of arguments, 57 senators, including 7 Republicans, voted guilty, with the remaining 43 voting not guilty. However, many voted that way, they say, on a technicality that a former president could not be impeached. Fox 5's Rashid Hudson, she's live for us tonight in Washington with all of these new developments. Rashid.
Hi there. The day started over the question of whether to allow senators or witnesses to be called in the trial against former President Donald Trump. Ultimately, that was struck down and they were able to proceed without calling witnesses, and the trial wrapped up earlier than expected.
It is therefore ordered and adjudged that the said Donald John Trump be, and he is hereby acquitted of the charge in said article.
It was no surprise, but former President Donald Trump's second impeachment trial ended like the first one. The Senate voted to acquit the former president of inciting the January 6th insurrection at the U.S. Capitol. Impeachment managers and attorneys for Trump made their closing arguments Saturday afternoon.
The events of January 6th can never happen again in this country.
Rhode Island Congressman David Cicilline urged senators to convict and disqualify the former president from ever running for office again. Lead impeachment manager and Maryland Congressman Jamie Raskin said that Trump incited and encouraged those who stormed the Capitol and failed to take action to protect lawmakers and his own vice president.
If that's not a high crime and misdemeanor against the Republic in the United States of America, then nothing is.
Attorneys defending former President Trump said House managers failed to prove that Trump encouraged the violence at the Capitol.
Mr. Trump is innocent of the charges against him.
And Michael Van der Veen maintained that impeaching a former president is unconstitutional.
It is an unprecedented action with the potential to do grave and lasting damage to both the presidency and the separation of powers.
Now, shortly after the acquittal, former President Trump issued a statement thanking his attorneys, the senators that voted to acquit him, and his supporters. In Washington, Rashid Hudson, back to you.
Rashid, before we let you go, now that the former president has been acquitted, where the Democrats go from here, and what does it mean for the former president? I know in his statement today, he kind of hinted that he really wasn't going anywhere.
Well, for Democrats, they said that, the impeachment process is over. Republicans, however, Senator Mitch McConnell opened the door saying that there are other avenues if people want to go after the former president, use the legal system. Now, as far as the former president, since he wasn't acquitted, this does open the door for him to seek office again if he chooses.